Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are looking at a company that's making some changes at the top. And no, it's not a corporate coup kind of shakeup. It involves job titles, promotions, and what all those fancy titles really mean for the company's future. And before we jump in, if you are into understanding what's going on behind the scenes in the corporate world, subscribe to the channel. We also have a Discord community linked in the description where you can discuss with other Deco fans. So let's get right to it, talking about Rocket Pharmaceuticals, and they've just appointed a new Chief Operating Officer, or COO. This person is responsible for making sure the company runs smoothly, handling day-to-day operations. Basically, they're the conductor of the corporate orchestra. Scroll the company Shem Ascroster. Christopher Stevens is the new COO, taking over from Dr. Kinari Patel. But don't worry, Dr. Patel isn't leaving. Instead, she's transitioning to President and Head of R&D, Research and Development. This means she'll be focusing more on the science side of things, discovering and developing new treatments. Now, who is this Christopher Stevens guy? Well, he's 45 years old and comes from Spark Therapeutics, where he was an executive vice president. Before that, he spent time at big names like GlaxoSmithKline and Bristol Myers Squibb. He's got a long track record in the pharmaceutical world, specifically in manufacturing, supply chain, and getting therapies to patients. So, he seems pretty qualified for the job. Let's talk about what Mr. Stevens is getting paid. His starting salary is $5,000 per year with a possible bonus of 45% of that. So that's a significant bonus if he hits his targets. He's also getting a hefty chunk of stock in the company, which is worth around $2.5 million. This stock comes in two forms: options, which let him buy shares at a certain price, and restricted stock units, or RSUs, which are basically promises of shares down the line. Over the coming years, it will vest if he sticks around. It shows the firm is betting on this guy for the long run. There is also some additional icing on the cake. He'll get even more stock in a year for about $500,000 and a $250,000 starting bonus. Not bad. What happens if things don't go as planned? If he gets fired under certain circumstances, he gets a severance package, which includes 9 months of his base salary and continued health insurance called Cobra for 9 months. But if he's let go within a year after a change in control, like if the company is sold, he gets a bigger payout, a year's salary, his bonus, and health insurance for a year. It's also good to know that Mr. Stevens doesn't have any hidden deals with the company, and he's not related to anyone important there. That's always good for transparency and to avoid conflicts of interest. Now let's zoom out and see what these changes might mean for Rocket Pharmaceuticals. Putting Mr. Stevens in charge of operations could free up Dr. Patel to focus on what she does best: research and development of new gene therapies. This could speed up the company's pipeline of new treatments and potentially lead to breakthroughs in the field. Also, bringing in someone with Mr. Stevens' experience in manufacturing and supply chain could help Rocket Pharmaceuticals get its products to market more efficiently. This is super important because getting treatments to patients quickly can make a big difference in their lives. Alright, that was the breakdown of Rocket Pharmaceuticals' new appointment. What's your take on the executive reshuffling and what it indicates for the company's direction? Let us know in the comments. If this analysis was helpful, hit that like button. Consider subscribing for more corporate deep dives, and definitely check out the Discord community in the description. New friends and insights await in the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.